Right, so according to President Obama, it's official. He doesn't want to hear any whining about it. It's just, oh, Affordable Health Care Act is on, and he doesn't care whether you want it or not. And they have some pretty smug, hypocritical things to say about it.
The Affordable Care Act hasn't completely fixed our long broken healthcare system. But this law has made our healthcare system a lot better. A lot better. And yes, at times this reform has been contentious and confusing. And obviously it's had its share of critics. That's part of what change looks like in a democracy. Change is hard. Fixing what's broken is hard. Why are folks working so hard for people not to have health insurance? Why are they so mad about the idea of folks having health insurance? Many of the tall tales that have been told about this law have been debunked. There are still no death panels. Armageddon has not arrived. Instead, this law is helping millions of Americans. And in the coming years, it will help millions more.
Let me help you out with this, Mr. President, because you're surrounded by so many yes men who wipe your ass and kiss your ass and shine your ass and tell you everything is perfect and wonderful and that you're so smart and you're doing such a great job, that you're so far out of touch reality, living in the lands of unicorns and pixie dust. I'm gonna throw you a line here. I'm gonna throw you a line here and try to help you out just a little bit. Number one, the law hasn't fixed a damn thing, Mr. President, and it sure as hell isn't any better. I mean, or is there some other reason that you are personally exempt from the Affordable Health Care Act, you and all of your fellow aristocrats and politicians, but all the rest of us, we're stuck with it, forced down our throats. This is what change looks like in a democracy. Well, you know, maybe you missed government in school. Maybe you were smoking crack too much and fried a few too many synapses and didn't get this part, but America's a republic government, not a democratic one. You may be trying to force it to be a democratic one, and actually you've been doing a pretty damn good job of forcing it, but we are a republic. That's why it even says in the Pledge of Allegiance, and to the republic for which it stands. And why are people mad about health insurance, and why are people fighting it and they don't want it? Maybe because they're being forced. Maybe because it's being forced on us. Maybe because there are taxes and penalties involved that are also being forced on us, and we don't want them. Maybe some of us should like to have the choice to not have health care if we don't want it. And please don't tell me this is for people that are in poverty, because people that were in poverty already had free health care. It doesn't do anything with those people. It hurts everyone else. What a bunch of lies. The tall tales have been debunked. Who have you been talking to? More yes men? More brown nosers? This is a disaster. It's a total disaster and has not worked. You're celebrating 7,100,000 possibly people signing up for it, but there's reports all over the place, all through the internet, of illegal aliens being signed up, homeless people being signed up, people in prisons being signed up. Those numbers have to be bloated by at least 50% with all that crap going on. And how many people are in this country? You're telling me less than 1% of the entire country has signed up for this, and you don't see that there's a problem here? And Armageddon hasn't arrived, Mr. President. Well, not yet anyway, but I'm sure you've got us a little bit closer. And people, what is your problem? I mean, do you want us to be North Korea? pretending to wail and cry because you were told to because of their leader passing away, because you're so afraid that your neighbor will rat you out, and they will, for a bowl of rice to the authorities, and you'll end up in a labor camp. But is it any different here? Did you see the story on Long Island where the neighborhood committees have given the police the right to, without warrant, randomly search any house anytime to make sure no one has an illegal border? Are you that worried about what everyone else is doing? Has this become this much of a divide and conquer nation? I'm ashamed. This is not the America I grew up in, and it wasn't that great when I was a kid. What the hell have we become?
There are those who are critics, and there have been bumps in the road, but they've only been turbulence. They have not been an obstacle to the American people having a healthier life. But our founders wanted for them life, healthier life, liberty, the freedom to pursue their happiness, not job locked, but having benefits that healthcare policies that are portable. They could be self-employed, be a photographer, they could start their own business, they could change jobs, they could reach their aspirations. And isn't that a wonderful thing for a society and for an economy?
Wow, lady, does a blowjob come with that snow job? That is amazing. The founding fathers wanted us to have health care, and the Affordable Health Care Act at that, which isn't even really a health care act. What a scam. They wanted us to have to pay extra taxes and to be even further under the government's thumb, and they wanted us to have money going out to foreign banks and all sorts of insurance companies. That's what they fought and died for. That's what they risked their lives for. Healthcare. In the 1700s, healthcare was you went to the barbershop and they slit your wrists and bled you. That was healthcare. And I doubt they wanted anything to do with it. They thought healthcare, we don't have healthcare, we have health repair in this country anyway. But healthcare was early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise, according to Benjamin Franklin. I don't know what Pelosi is talking about with that snow job routine that she was throwing on us. And they do it with such conviction. She sits there with that smug look on her face, giving her Oscar performance on how, oh, this is just so wonderful, and we're going to help so many American people, and God bless us. Bullshit routine. That look they all have. I hate that look. I just want to pound my fist in their face when I see that expression on their face. Do you know what I'm talking about?
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No,
But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it.
On the table each and every day.
Yeah, but at least at last check, 64% of Oklahomans aren't buying into the health care plan. They don't like Obamacare, and they've been pretty vocal about it. Now, that's going to be still continue to be a tough sell, but we'll see how that plays out over the coming months. All right, Secretary Sebelius, thank you so much for being with us this morning. I think we've probably lost sound here or something.
Well, I can hear you,
Okay.
but thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
I had to throw that part in because I love Kathleen Sebelius's doe-eyed, cow-eyed look, deer in headlights expression. I don't have a teleprompter. Nobody told me what to say if I was given that response, and I'm just going to sit here. And then when the reporter threw it out to her and says, oh, I think we lost audio, not even smart enough to pick up on it. Oh, I can hear you. Stupid. Seriously, these people are there's a big difference between book knowledge and common sense knowledge. common sense knowledge these people do not have.